Hey, how are y'all today? Glad you could join us here at Willie Farms. Always glad to have you. Well, today, day after a storm, we got a lot of rain last night, probably somewhere around 2.5 to 3 inches. Any buckets that were turned right side up were about that deep in water, so got a lot of rain. All right, let's give you a little bit of a garden tour of what we got going here. There's our romaine lettuce. We have already picked quite a bit. This is getting towards the end of what we can do with it, so I'm gonna have to find somebody that needs that because I've got a refrigerator full. This is our celery. That's still doing good, still growing. Celery takes a long time, and this is the second year I have grown this, and it does well. I probably should have got it out earlier. Last time I had it in a little less sunlight than this is, and it did well. It didn't bolt or anything. Now I've got a few weeds coming up beside my Brussels sprouts here and here, and that takes quite a while. My dill is flowering, still can be used. That same row, got some more Brussels sprouts. Got some dill mixed in with it because that's supposed to help with the bugs. When you mix these crops together, some of the aromatics, herbs and stuff, it helps keep some of the bugs off. There is a broccoli, and maybe I'll get a small head off that. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's down in there, but it's getting pretty warm, and I'm afraid it's gonna go to seed quickly. Some more broccoli. I got some cauliflower in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. There's some more Brussels sprouts. There's a couple of little bunches of dill growing there, doing very well. And it is windy today. All right, our carrots are doing really well. Carrots take a little bit of time, a little longer than lettuce. Got some lettuce mixed in there. We've harvested a lot of the lettuce out of here and given it away and eaten it, and I've eaten a lot of salads. There's some kale. I believe this is the dinosaur kale. It's really big. Some romaine lettuce over here. And it's starting to look like it's going to bolt. Got a little bit of loose leaf lettuce here. Some spinach. And I've got some onions right there. I've got this big bare spot where I've harvested quite a few of the romaine lettuce heads. All right, our onions are doing really well. I've got them mixed in there. These are a lot of purple onions. I think you can see the purple down in there. Maybe right there you can see it. Maybe right there. But they're doing well. I'm pretty sure this is my cauliflower. Don't know what that is. Maybe it is, maybe it didn't. I didn't label this. I put it out real quick and didn't label it. I've got onions mixed in here with it along the edges. Now that's kale. I'm going to try to freeze dry some of that. Here's another bed that's got kale in this end. Doing really well. And I've got my broccoli in here. And again, we're starting to get warm. Too many days above 80 degrees and this will bolt. But I've got some broccoli heads coming on there. And there's another one. So hopefully we'll get at least some small broccoli heads. Got another dill plant in here with that. My asparagus is going to seed. I don't know if you can see it there in the background. You can see the kind of see. And I've got quite a bit of grass and stuff in there. It's hard to keep out. Alright, my purple cabbage. Starting to head up. We've had a little bit of bugs on this one, but I keep it sprayed with an organic spray that's got mint and lavender and rosemary. Try to keep them off there, and it's done fairly well. And there's my chamomile. That one is starting to produce flowers. Basil. Got some oregano growing down in there. My dill. My sage. Now, not all that is weeds right there, but that's sage inside that bed right there. Got some tomatoes that I've got atop. These are cherry tomatoes. I'm going to grow them on a cattle panel. There's my thyme. It's doing well. If you remember the video where we planted it, I've got some grass coming in here. Got some mints growing right there. Some dill that reseeded itself. You see that? My lemon balm. I've got a couple of weeds growing up inside it I got to get rid of. Let's do that right now. Let's reach down here and break them off. They'll let them come out by the root. That's okay. And that's the lemon balm. We're going to get some of that and freeze dried and also just air dried, I believe. And let's finish off with the garlic up here. And there is my garlic bed. I should be getting some scapes pretty soon from some of this because some of it is hardneck and some of it is softneck, and I just kind of mix it in here together. But the hardneck is the only thing that produces scapes. Softneck is the only garlic you can braid. Now, the humidity in Kentucky about this time of year goes up. Now, part of the rest of the year is bearable, but now it's somewhere around 85 to 99% humidity, and this time of year, if it's less than that for more than a day, we look at that as maybe one of the signs of the end of time. So humidity is a real thing here in Kentucky and a lot of the South. So, but one thing that loves humidity is mushrooms, and we have had these sprout. The trouble is it rained on them, so I'm not sure what to do with these, but we're going to take them off here and keep them in a basket till I find out what to do with them. We're just going to take a knife and kind of cut those. It's got some little bugs on it already. These were not out a day or two ago. In fact, yesterday I didn't look at them, but the day before I think I did, and they had not pinned that I noticed. But the bugs have already started on them, so I'm not sure what we can and can't save, but we're going to take them off and hope for a second fruiting. Oh yeah, a lot of bugs. I'm sure I can't use these. But it's our first fruiting, so I figured I'd bring y'all along and be taking them off here. Now this one has not fruited yet. I'm not seeing any signs of pinning. So we're going to see if we can get a second flushing out of these, and hopefully we can get some mushrooms. These, I'll show them to you a little closer, but I'm afraid they're not going to be usable. Now you can see there's some pretty good sized mushrooms that fruited on there. It's got a lot of bugs on there. They're really wet because of so much rain last night. But somebody in the comments, please let me know, that's done more with mushrooms than I have. This is my first attempt at growing mushrooms outside. I've grown them in a little kit before, but that's it. So let me know what I can do or what I could have done with these mushrooms. I'm going to try to clean them up a little bit, let them dry out just a little bit. I know they're not going to last more than a day or so outside the refrigerator. So somebody let me know. Thank y'all. Well, I'm glad you joined us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope y'all come back and see us. And remember, like, share, and subscribe if you would. We would appreciate it greatly. Y'all have a good day. And remember, count your blessings every day. And I believe you will find you're blessed far beyond measure. I know that I am. God bless. Bye.